Hey, howdy, folks. I know it's been a while. Uh, the internet hasn't been so great. I've been having a problem with it. Yes, in America, of course. Incident happened today. I just wanted to kind of talk about it. Somebody forced me to do something that they really didn't want to do. And this has nothing to do with color or race or anything. But there's a lady, probably younger than me. A black woman. She was causing a really bad scene at the convenience store, blocking customers from coming in, only for the fact that she wanted to use the phone to call a friend. You'll understand more when I explain more. But I feel you need to hear the story before, I give you an analogy or an opinion. She was more than apparently drunk. Out of her mind, making demands, give me $20 and I'll go outside, because the guy asked her to go outside multiple times. And these are friends of mine, okay? I've been close to the family for 12 years. I'm a regular customer. I go to their store for nothing else but certain items that I know are a good deal. They treat me with the highest of honor and cordiality, meaning they're real cordial to me, right? A lady was just like off the wall. I mean, not even reasonable. And I try to talk to her. I try to use my military bearing and talk logic to her. Now, I'm not going to say anything about political affiliation or group or anything like that, because I have no idea what hers was. But all I know is I saw an irate, unresponsive, what's another good word? Just a total. No one knows what she wanted. No one knows half of what she was saying. I don't think she knew, to tell you the truth. But I guess she figured she was untouchable. She's going to go in there and just demand things, and things that no one could ever satisfy. There's a lot of people out there like that. So the end result is the clerk was asking me for help, and I try to help and try to reason with her, but no reasoning was accepted by her. I did my best. So I told him, okay, well, I'll be right back. So I walked over to the neighboring business, I won't give any names, and the guy that owns the place is also a friend of mine. And I asked him if he could call the police because they need help over there. And he said he didn't really want to get involved, for the reason he's got a business and anybody can come back down on him for it. But he looked up in the phone book, and I did call. I had to call. I had no choice. The woman put me in the corner where I had no choice but to call a police officer. Not thinking they would be there anytime soon, but I called a dispatcher, explained the situation, all that was said to me, all that was said to him while I was there. And it didn't look good, folks. It really didn't look good for her at all. I even came back to the store and walked in and said, I told the clerk in front of her, there was no secrets, nothing like that. And I said, don't worry, bud, you got help on the way. And he gave me a thumbs up, and I gave him a thumbs up back. And I had called the city police, which apparently in this case the Hamilton County Sheriff showed up. Actually, somebody I know and dealt with before. I'm not going to go into how or where, and I wasn't in the best circumstances. Let's put it that way at the time. But I didn't bitch, and I did what I was told. The key to this, folks, is don't be like her. She not only cussed the cops out and demanded her demands to them, but I was told by the arresting officer, that he was gonna just escort her out and let it be what it's gonna be. No, she's got to take a swing at him, and then he goes, okay, well, I'm gonna arrest you for attempting to assault an officer. Of course, she resisted that too. But they shook her down, meaning they checked her pockets and her ID and all that, and did a sobriety test. She failed it. She failed all of it, all the tests. She ended up resisting arrest. They found a crack pipe on her. They found drugs on her. And on top of that, they found a needle. So she was higher than a kite and causing a really bad disturbance. Now, in a situation like that, when a clerk asks you to leave, you're trespassing. So this sounds so familiar on a couple cases I've seen here in Tennessee. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be the rat, but I'm the rat. You can call me a rat. I don't care. I'm ex-military. I'm going to do the right thing before anything else. Honor, integrity, selfless service. That's my motto. And protecting the Constitution of the United States and everybody's rights. I did my part. I try to talk to her. I try to talk her down off the ledge. She wants to jump anyways. I can't help that. I can't help that. If this was to go unattended, she probably would have been a harm to herself. Probably did something stupid like walk in the middle of the road of a highway, because that's what's really kind of out in the front of this establishment. But I just wanted you to know one of my daily experiences here. But I went back to make sure everybody was all right after I got the call. And it wasn't funny, but once it's over, it's kind of like one of those things you kind of laugh at in a way, because it was a difficult, possibly dangerous situation that everybody got through. I mean, the owner of the establishment was called by the clerk, and I guess he was the one that was to be the person that presses charges. I'm not sure, but she'll see her day in court. I talked to the arresting officer over the phone, and I said, well, I just requested he take it easy on her. You know what I mean? I said, I'm not a racist. I don't believe in that BS. There's no future in America for racism. And I hope you take a good message from that. God matters in America. Racism has no place in the future of America. I'm gonna get me a T-shirt that says that. Roger that? Okay. That's what I fought for. And she'll get her day in court. They'll probably drop most of it, and the public intoxication probably get dropped. But I don't know about the assault or resisting arrest. All I could do is pray and hope she gets help. Just one of those people you can't deal with. They're crazy. They're out of their mind. Mama taught me you don't beat up retards, and you don't beat up stupid people, and you don't beat up the mentally ill. Maybe a good lesson to learn, but something had to be done. And from what I know, the cops were gentle with her and easygoing. She just, she got a mild charge of a misdemeanor, I guess, of a resisting arrest. So, but when they got to the store, they found all that stuff on her, and they got a little chair for the Mexican workers and the table for the guys to have their lunch there. They buy their lunch and sit down and eat. And they found her passed out on that table. So she's pretty far gone, brothers and sisters. Anyways, kind of leave me a message. Let me know if you think I did the right thing. I felt I did. I had to do something for her safety and the safety of others. And I don't regret the way I reacted. Call me a narc, call me a rat, I don't care. Hey, I grew up in the neighborhood, man. I grew up in the neighborhood. I grew up in the neighborhood and survived the neighborhood before I went in the Army. All I could say is, God bless you all, and I prayed for her, man. I really did pray for her. I'm praying she gets a lot. She gets a lot out of this experience, as far as I did. I've been there, man. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, but I've been there, and I know what it took to get me straightened out. And I straightened out, and I went into the Army, and went in the Army with no arrest record, and it took one cop to have a good talk with me, man. and I owe that guy a lot. I owe him a lot, because I did the right thing, went and defended my country, and grew to be a man. Anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you for listening to my little rant. Y'all probably haven't heard from me in a while, so maybe it's a good story. Maybe it strikes home to somebody. Maybe it helps you out. Maybe you got a child that's like that, or you got a relative, or really even a best friend, which I don't know. It's kind of hard to be best friends or friends with someone that's going through that, because you don't want to deal with it. But sometimes you can be the martyr friend. I call it martyr friend. Sacrifice your reputation and your friendship with them to try to help them. Anyways, that's all I got. I love y'all, man. Can you say poke? And I'm out of here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want. Bye.